G'day, Liam here. On today's episode, you'll hear who I bumped into. Bumped into like a bunch of celebrities at once, which was pretty exciting. Ben fumbled his way through explaining what a pap smear is. Plus, obviously, Tay-Tay dropped 2 albums, and we tricked our music boss here at Nova into thinking there was a 3rd album dropped. Enjoy.
Live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle's Late Drive
on Nova.
Good evening, Australia! Oh my God!
Oh my God, this is not a drill! Taylor Swift's released 2 albums! This is the biggest thing to happen in commercial radio since Beat the Bomb was invented. I probably shouldn't say bomb over an alarming alarm like that, but yeah, it's been a big day. People have been running around. There's paper flying around. Everyone's lost their heads.
Yeah, it's commercial radio Christmas today.
Yep.
For a lot of people, for the bigwigs and music directors, a very stressful day. But 2 albums, incredible.
And look, if you're loving the albums, if maybe you've already listened to all of them, 13, 24, 10. We're looking for Swifties. Want to speak to them tonight. We know Smallsy is going to play everything back to back after us in the surgery. Also, we are doing the 610 quiz next. So 13, 24, 10 for that one. We're about to play one of the tracks off the new album, The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift and Post Malone. It's called Fortnite. It's about a game, Skibidi Toilet, block building. I
love the bit in the middle. It's about pooning noobs.
Oh, yeah, I love that bit.
And it sounds very pixelated.
And like gooning and mewing to Kai Cenat streams. Yeah. Did you see more than one celebrity in one day? If you have a day and you see a celebrity, that's a pretty good day. You see 2, like in different spots out in the wild. That's incredible.
I see 2 every day between 6 and 8.
Rock and roll. Well, look, you guys know where this is going, but we went out for lunch today, and I got there a little bit early. Rare for me. I'm normally the latest. I've walked into the cafe. Who do I see? Mick Malloy. Bit of a legend of the radio comedy game. Cracker Jack. Good movie.
Great movie about lawn bowls.
Yeah. So I say a quick g'day to Mick, and I go sit down on this sort of like long bench. You know how like cafes it has like a bench and then the table's like up against it and then there's like chairs on the other side of that. So I like slide down the bench and I was sort of like my arm was touching almost the man next to me. And so I was like looking at the menu and I looked up and I was like, oh my God, it's Will Anderson. So one of Australia's great comedians, Will Anderson, next to me. And they're like at separate tables. They're not together. They're just both happen to be in the same cafe at the same time. There's no one else in the cafe, may I add. It's like pretty empty. It's just Mick Malloy speaking to Titus O'Reilly and then Will Anderson. I'm not quite sure who he was speaking to. And so, I said g'day to him and I'm waiting for Ben and Belle to walk into the door. Then the door opens. There's a sort of ringing bell sound. It's Will and Woody from Kiss or Mix or wherever you are in the country. I was like, are you kidding me? If a car bomb went off, the whole radio industry would have been wiped out in one.
Oh, big call.
But I'm like, oh my God.
3 different networks in the one cafe.
And what I was like, is this a bit? Like, is someone filming? I was just like, what are the odds? And once again, no one else in the cafe. It's like we all just happened. And then you guys walked in. I'm like, that is a lot. It's like 6 radio presenters all in the same room.
Should have got a photo. It would have been a great photo.
Would have been great.
Yeah.
Like a Last Supper
like
style.
the
It would have been
Ellen,
like
the Ellen photo.
Yeah,
But,
it would have been like a really crappy version of the Ellen photo. Mick Malloy, us 3, Will, Woody, and Will Anderson.
Bit of a long shot. It happens rarely, but if you've seen more than one celebrity in a day, 13, 24, 10.
Also, that was like super random, all on the same spot. But if you were just at the shops and you saw someone, oh my God, that guy plays footy. And then like you're having dinner later on that night and it's someone from the TV.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
All right, 13, 24, 10. That's our number. If you get on air, you go on the draw for Nova's first class and 50K.
Haven't got a single call for this one
and
yet.
I don't think we will.
As I said, it's rare. It's super rare. But if you've seen more than one celebrity on any given day, call us, 13 24 10.
Jess in Melbourne. Who'd you see?
My sister actually saw yesterday Andy from Heimlich and Andy at a cafe. And then in the city, again on the street, saw Maggie Beer.
Maggie Beer.
Maggie Beer.
Wow.
Who does the jams and things.
Yeah, she does all sorts. Yeah,
Yeah, lots of cooking stuff.
I like that because they're not associated. Like we get the first celeb, and then it's like a steer to the other celeb that's got nothing to do with the first. I'm going to enjoy this.
That
I
was
feel
good.
that's good, Jess.
Ryan, not one but two celebrities in a day. That's pretty huge. Who'd you see?
Yeah, I was in Merimbula on holidays, and I seen Tom Gleeson and Carl Stefanovic.
Together or separate?
Separate.
Yeah, and that's so you're not, your guard's down in Merimbula. It's not like you're on red alert. Like if you're in Hollywood, I get it. Like they do tours and that sort of stuff. But like that's two gold Logie winners in Merimbula at the same time.
What were they each doing, Ryan?
Having breakfast at two different restaurants. Just walking past having a gig, and there they were.
Yeah.
Jeez, there you go. That's good. Good day for you. I'm so glad you got to recount the fact on national radio for us. Beck, what about you?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So I saw Justin Bieber and Beyonce. I used to work at a restaurant, and they both came in separately, but they both came in,
On the same day?
on the same night. Yeah.
Wow.
What were they in Australia at the same time, or were you working overseas?
No. I was working here, but I worked for a restaurant that was an American branded restaurant. So they knew it. So Justin Bieber came in first, gave him the private dining room.
Yeah.
And then Beyonce and Jay-Z came in, and we were like...
Oh, hang on, you didn't mention Jay-Z as well. That's three. I mean,
Hang on.
it just keeps getting more wild.
So I'm curious. You've got Bieber in the private dining area, then Beyonce and Jay-Z walk in. What do you do?
Yeah, well, exactly. What do you do? So we had a bar upstairs, so we it was later in the night, so there was probably about, 10 people in there, so we just gave them a complimentary drinks, and we shuffled them to one side of the bar, and then we put Beyonce and Jay-Z in a nice little private corner.
Wow.
Do you get a call in advance, Beck, that they're coming or not?
She called the night before her people.
Beyonce's like, can I get a reservation for 12?
Yeah. For the reservation for the night before. So we knew she was around, but she came in the night before, so we weren't really expecting her the following evening.
Whoa,
as well.
she came back.
Wow. And look, Becky, I mean, you don't have to mention it if you don't feel comfortable about it. You mentioned like an American franchise, so a name that no one trusts you. Can you name the restaurant?
Did you work at Sizzler?
Yeah, I used to work at Nobu. So.
Okay. Nobu.
Nobu.
Flash at the cast there,
I didn't know that about Nobu. It was my wife Sam and I's 2-year anniversary last week. We went to Nobu, and I didn't know this about it, but my wife Sam was like, I wonder if we'll see Kardashian. I was like, what? And she was like, well, they're known for frequenting Nobu.
Yeah, well, Beck, here's one for you. Ben and I once had a lunch together at Nobu. Guess who we saw?
Oh.
No one's going to know who it is.
Sam Groff.
What's that?
Groffy.
Sam Groff.
Beck, you know Sam Groff.
Maybe by Spain.
He had the fastest ever tennis serve.
Still does, I believe.
Yeah, still the fastest.
I think he's got the fastest ever tennis serve in an official game of tennis.
Well, hang on.
Sam
Can we just
Groff.
say, backtrack? Well, you guys having lunch at Nobu, are you?
Yes, we did have lunch at Nobu. So we saw Sam Groff, and he's also a politician, journalist.
I believe so.
Politician.
I think he's a poly now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he won many Grand Slams, but he just absolutely used to drill that tennis ball. So, Beck, we've all seen people at Nobu. Pretty cool. Big day in commercial radio. Taylor Swift obviously drops a new album. No one knew this second one was coming. So we're here earlier before the show, we're just in our meeting room there, having a bit of a chat, and Scott, his name is, he runs the music here at Nova. He burst into the door like
we were in a meeting, we were in our boardroom meeting zone, and he smashed on the door. Like, he was like,
it was as if there was a fire in there.
Like there was a fire.
It was like there was a fire.
Yeah.
And it was alarming. We sort of looked at the door, and sort of before we could even say come in, the door was sort of open, and it was just, she's done it again. There's another hour, sort of, what? Like, it just slow down.
It just dropped.
Slow down, Scott. It's okay. Slow down. She's dropped another album, and then he flurried off.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh my God, okay. It's and obviously it's like, we've known this Taylor Swift album's coming a long time, and later on, Smallsy's going to just be playing the whole album. There's things planned, and obviously you want to be ready for it all. So his day got a lot bigger. The fact that there was all these other songs, and he was going to listen through which ones are right for Nova, which ones are we going to play.
Yeah, so as the music director, that's his job. Like everything that you hear all the Taylor songs that are playing, everything. Like, that's his job, is to put them all in and in what order and which one should we listen to. So for him, at 4 p.m. on a Friday when he's about to knock off, for her to drop a second album, the poor man is like freaking out.
And normally he clocks off at 5. So just before that, we thought it would be a good idea. We had our producer Andy sort of speaking to him, and I thought, what if I ran over and said there's a third album that's dropped, just to see like how he'd sort of react.
Does anything change with the second album now?
No, what we do is we've made the call because it's so long that...
Just drop a third one. Just drop a third album.
Are you serious?
Yes. Have you seen this?
Has she really? What's it called?
The Tortured Poets Department Compendium.
How many more tracks is it, Liam?
There's a fourth. There's a fourth.
Are you shitting me?
Look at that.
She's got so much to say. What's that one called?
The Tortured Poets Department, Revenge of the Swift.
There's a fifth. There's
Oh,
a fifth.
no, yeah, this one is.
The Tortured Poets Department, Goon Academy 5. Whoa.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
What a substantial output for the day.
Yeah, that's huge.
There goes my Friday night.
Yeah, I know. Jeez. Hope you brought a sleeping bag. Yes. Jeez.
I would listen to Revenge of the Swift. Do you know what I mean?
What did you say the fifth one was called?
Goon Academy 5. I was thinking on my feet by that one. The thing is that we didn't mention is we actually made artwork for it and like ran in with a fake email and.
But his filter is very good.
Yeah. I don't think he was buying it.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Dina in Adelaide, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. We've obviously been talking about Taylor Swift. The album dropped today. Do you know what it's called?
No. Is that part of the quiz?
Yeah, this is the first. This is unfortunately the first question, and I feel like an angry teacher because I'm like, I just said it. So were you paying attention or not? Natalie in Sydney, do you know Swifty's new album?
Which one?
The one that she dropped. Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. So there's the Tortured Poets Department, and then there's the Anthology.
Whoa!
Well for the price of
done.
one. Gold star. For that, you get one bonus point.
I think that if you get one wrong, you get a pass because you've already got one right.
That's where you
right.
you got to point up your sleeve. It's kind of what I was getting at. Yeah. A ram killed 2 people in New Zealand. Pretty brutal. What star sign is signified by a ram?
Aries.
Jeez, I wouldn't have got that. I would not have got that at all. Are you an Aries? Is that why you knew it so quick?
No, I'm Libran.
Oh, right. You're right into that sort of stuff, are you?
Yeah.
So are you compatible with the person you're with, like your star signs?
To a point, which is actually quite interesting. We've been together for such a long time, but we're probably not that compatible.
Just a quick one. How do Scorpios and Geminis go?
I don't know that anyone goes well with Gemini.
That's a bit rude. You're lucky I'm having a good day, but if you get me tomorrow, I might not be feeling so good about it. We're moody like that.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Hey, look, that's me and my wife. I thought I'd check, but okay. Anyway, a Melbourne woman could have the most liked TikTok video ever. It's got like 4.6 million likes. Can you describe how to hit the gritty?
Isn't it a dance?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know, you can use your bonus point.
Yeah, do you want to use your bonus point?
Yeah, I'm going to use the bonus point.
All right.
Yeah, but like it is a dance.
Liam, do you want to describe how to do the gritty?
Yeah, I mean, it is. You kind of like hunch over, and then you sort of like you're using your index finger and your thumb as like glasses, and you're sort of using that on your face, and then like swinging your arms back, and you sort of hop, skip, and a jump as you swing the arms back, and you got to be smooth with it.
Yep.
Happy 78th birthday to actor Tim Curry. Can you please name a curry?
Massaman curry.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I thought the question was going to be, can you name a movie Tim Curry's in? But I can absolutely.
Oh gosh, my brain was going like that.
Yeah, and you'd used your bonus point. You would have been cooked like a Vindaloo. Okay.
Nat, I love your laugh.
I like you. Last one here. Tomorrow is 420. Blaze it. Can you please finish these lyrics?
When the pimp's in the crib, mom.
Puppet like guitar.
No, Nat. You did so well.
Oh no!
But you are in the draw for Nova's first class and 50k anyway. Rochelle in Barizzi. Good evening. How you doing, Rochelle?
Hello. Good, thanks. And actually, Gemini gets on with Aries.
Oh, see, yes, that's why I was enjoying my time with Nat there so much.
I love that Rochelle's been holding on to that. Like,
Rochelle,
if I get on.
what are you? What's your star sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries.
Oh, right. So
okay.
that's why I like you too, Rochelle.
Yeah, right.
Check it out.
Exactly.
Finish these lyrics.
Yeah, there you go.
Hang on, you're married. Stop it.
Oh, Liam, you flirt.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Well done.
Yeah. You going to be celebrating 420 tomorrow, Rochelle?
Just quietly.
You get to choose the next song we play as your prize. So we've gone for 2 Friday anthems. Do you want to hear Amber?
Or Rochelle, would you like Sean Paul?
Well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from.
What are you feeling?
I'm going Sean Paul.
Yes.
God, it just makes you want to throw your ass back, doesn't it?
All right, here we go. Sean
Stop
Paul.
flirting.
Temperature. It's late drive.
That wasn't directed at Rochelle. It's just in general. Yeah, but, you know.
See you, Rochelle.
See you, mate. Bye.
The girl them skill arty. Thunderball. Some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Thunderball say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm.
Yes, the news is true. Taylor Swift's album dropped today, 2 p.m. And then she dropped a second album that no one knew about, out of nowhere. And we've got it here in the studio, holding it in my hand.
It's radio magic.
It's radio, yeah. But no, we are...
Who buys music anymore, am I right?
Yeah.
We don't even buy the stuff we play on the radio. We just, like, rip it off
But we
YouTube.
pay for rights, so we pay the app fees.
Sure we do. Wink.
It's all off LimeWire.
Yeah, sometimes you hear, like, ads for stuff in the middle of the songs.
Something wild happened today. Found out, Ben, you don't know what a pap smear is.
Oh, I'm pretty confident I know what it is.
How old are you?
30.
30. You have a child,
Mm.
newly born, and yet you just don't know what a pap smear is.
I don't think it has anything to do with having a child.
He was in Nirvana, wasn't he? Pat Smear.
Is that a person?
Yeah, someone in Nirvana and Foo Fighters. Joke for the heads, but yeah. No, obviously, women's health not a joking matter.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I can't believe that. I can't believe you don't know what that is. Can you please?
Oh, I mean,
Like,
you'd have a bit. You'd have a bit of an idea. Ben said he's like, I don't know what a pap smear is, and everyone lost it.
No, I think I know. Like, if I was doing a quiz, I'm pretty sure I'd get it right.
Okay, quiz question. What is it?
That's when you get a stick and you smear it around.
What?
You get a stick. It's like a pop stick.
What?
I think it's a pop stick, like a paddle pop stick. Not an actual paddle pop stick, but like a medical paddle pop stick.
Where are you smearing it?
Well, downstairs.
Where?
In the vagina.
Where?
Vagina?
He doesn't know any other bits in it. It's just the whole kind of the kit and caboodle.
Well, Liam, what about you? You're talking like you know what it is.
I think I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
It's you're checking for cervical cancer, so it's a scrape on the cervix, I believe, and I think you get them every year.
How do they do it?
Oh, they get it in there.
Paddle pop stick.
Well, you're in stirrups, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's a paddle pop stick involved.
I didn't think it was a paddle pop stick. I think it's a bit more high tech than that. I've never had one, obviously, but
Ben, what do you think? A paddle pop stick is like just it's grippy, or it's like how do you think it picks anything up?
Well, I'm assuming whatever's in there that needs to be picked up.
What, some wood can pick it up?
I think so.
Is it like? Am I on the wrong track in saying it's a little bit like those COVID tests they did, like the long swab,
but with a paddle pop? Yeah,
not with a paddle pop. I don't think there's wood involved.
There's no paddle
But like,
pop
am I
sticks.
right in saying it's like the long COVID test?
Correct, Liam.
Okay, so it's the same thing as that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
it goes all the way like into like where like the end, like the cervix,
Mhm.
so like right inside
Mhm.
the end door.
Yep.
And
The
you
end
smeared
door?
it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So like
I confused that with back door.
I can see that in your face. No, your cervix, and then
Right.
swab there
Yep.
for the cancer cells.
And then do
there.
they do your nose?
Then the
So-
paddle pop stick comes out. Yeah, sure.
I feel like I kind of nailed it. I feel
You
like
did
I'm
very
I'm
well, Liam.
I'm an ally.
You did very
I
well.
must
An
feel good.
ally
So if
of
you-
what? Women?
Yeah, women. Women's health.
Wow.
It's just nice knowing that I'm such a forward-thinking man.
Absolutely.
So, and just think that. Know
dig,
that when you...
dig up.
Like, is that what you say to the gynecologist? Or no, sorry, that's...
What do you say, dig up?
Yeah.
What does that
He's
mean?
digging himself a hole.
Oh. Well, you know, if you're not laughing, you're learning this evening,
That's
you know?
it.
What did you find in your food? If you were having a meal and there was something in there that wasn't supposed to be, 13, 24, 10. I was having a steak from the butcher yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It was like pre-marinated. And I was eating it, and I was like, something in my tooth was really firm. I thought that it was like a rock, but it was like almost softer than a rock.
Soft rock, yeah.
It's like a soft rock. Got it out of my mouth, washed it off, and it was like this like worn bit of plastic. It almost looked like it had come off the knife, maybe, like the butchering knife. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of plastic in the old steak.
I made a coffee once just at home, and I don't know how this happened, but between making it at the coffee machine and going and sitting on the couch and drinking it, I was drinking it, and then I was like, oh, there's something in there. And I pulled it out, and it was an earwig.
Oh.
I had an earwig in my spinach a couple of months ago.
See, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Did you eat it? As in, like, accidentally?
No, I caught it in time, but I was furious with Woolies, so I went around and put pins in strawberries for sort of made some news and stuff. But
What a blast from the past.
Christina
Simpler time.
in Perth joins us. What did you find in your food?
I found an earring in my Macca's Big Shake.
Whoa!
I mean, I can see how that. I could see
Yeah.
how that would happen.
That's rank. I mean, was it a nice earring? Did you keep it?
No, it was just a basic stud earring.
Yeah, right. That's dangerous, I
so
guess.
did it? So it went in your mouth, like you sucked it up the straw?
Yes.
Yuck.
That's fun.
It's
So you got a tongue
been-
piercing then?
It's been in the ear. Yuck.
Oh, man. Anna in Melbourne, what did you have in your food?
I had a spring in my risotto.
Spring in the risotto, like a sort of tiny
Yeah,
one from like a toy or
It's
something?
like a little tiny one that had apparently fallen out of a timer in a kitchen.
Oh, so was that a restaurant?
Like in a
then?
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a free dinner out of that?
We didn't actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels like if you've pointed out the spring and they've come to the excuse that it must have popped out of a small timer. If you've acknowledged it to that level, it feels like at least you're getting a free dessert or something out of it.
Well, Anna, good luck. Going to pop you in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K. Robert in Melbourne, what did you find in your food?
All right, what's a food? It was a drink, and I woke up in the middle of the night to drink some water in my glass, and I felt everything in my throat, and I turned on the light, and there was ants everywhere on the glass, inside the glass, in my throat.
Now you said water, which is a healthy option, but I don't know if ants like it that much. Are you sure it wasn't like
That's what
Monster
I
Energy
thought.
drink or something?
Surely somebody didn't spike it with sugar, but there was ants everywhere, and I drank it, and I was like, surely water doesn't feel lumpy. And then when I turned on the light, I was like, oh my God.
I do. No, I've got a drink bottle next to my bed, and the nights that I do wake up and reach over and go and drink from it, there is a part of my brain that's like, should I turn the light on in case, you put the nozzle to your mouth and there's a big huntsman on it. But
Huntsman on the nozzle.
I always think about that.
Robert, thank you very much. Lane in Sydney, what did you find in your food?
Heyo, I found this big piece of plastic that I actually ended up kind of swallowing and choking on at the restaurant. I felt like I was in a movie, but I also thought I was going to die. So it wasn't great, but they did end up giving, paying for the rest of the meal. I didn't have to pay for the meal, which was good, but I mean,
So
choking on it wasn't the best.
So you were at a restaurant, you had plastic in your meal, you started choking on it, they obviously gave you a free meal. Did you have to get like the Heimlich or something like that, Lane?
Well, I thought my partner was like getting up to kind of help me, and he was like kind of hitting me on the back as I was choking, and like people were kind of coming up, and I was definitely panicking. But I don't know if my partner actually knew the Heimlich at the time, so we talked about it and actually practiced it when we got home the next day.
I would love to, because I know proper first aid these days, you're not supposed to do the Heimlich. You're supposed to do the pat on the back. But I'd love to, on a side note, do 13, 24, 10. Have you ever done or have you ever received the Heimlich?
Yes.
Like, have you ever been choking and someone's actually gone and done the and the hot dog came out.
Mara,
Whoa!
have you done the Heimlich or have you just had something in your food?
I've had something gross in my food.
Oh,
What did you have?
So it was a chicken roll, and I opened it up, and there was the whole chicken beak in there.
Sorry, you've got a bad phone line, but for those that can't hear, you said you had a chicken roll, you opened it up, and there was a whole chicken beak in there.
Well,
That's
so
bad.
this is
That's bad.
this is what happens when you eat animals.
Oh, here we go.
That's
You
all
get a
part
delicious-
of it.
you get a delicious beak.
No,
Yeah,
it's all you need to
Mara.
remember. You can't separate parts of the body.
I wonder if Mara had to pay extra for that.
Are going to eat an animal, you need to understand that it's where it comes from. So I just want you to think.
I
about
get that.
Jeez.
Do you?
I do get that.
Way to have a fun end to the bloody segment, eh? Oh, jeez. Oh,
Yes,
zippity
yes.
doodah. Let's kick into a song.
Mara, thank you so much for getting involved and ending it on the chicken beak note. But I am still curious about that. If anybody's ever received the Heimlich or they've ever done the Heimlich,
Yeah.
13 24 10, give us a buzz. We're talking about what was in your food this evening, and then we kind of pivoted into have you ever done or received the Heimlich, which I'm very curious about because you see it in movies. Obviously, it's when someone's choking and then someone runs around behind them and puts their arms around them and squeezes. I've done a first aid course, and I was shocked when I learned that you're never supposed to actually do that anymore. They don't teach that. They teach like a firm pat on the back.
Well, it's not a pat. It's an upwards movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we
But
get it, guys. You've both done the course, you know.
You haven't?
No, not for some time.
You definitely should.
I must admit, though, it's probably Hollywood, burnt into my brain, but I still reckon in a dire situation, I would revert to doing the Heimlich.
And as you said before, Ben, it's the hot dog coming out. It's the
Yep.
Hollywood. And it's rare that someone has a whole dog down there,
Yeah.
Like, you really got to get it out there if there's an
I
entire
always picture a
dog in
grape.
there.
I don't know why. I think of a grape. Yeah.
Well, look, someone's dad could have had a whole dog down their throat. We don't know. It's Gabby in Sydney. Your dad got the Heimlich.
Hi, yeah. My dad ordered a curry for lunch and was eating some of the rice, and some of it got lodged in his throat.
Yeah.
One of the workers noticed in a different food stall, actually jumped the counter and started giving him the Heimlich maneuver and dislodged it.
You're kidding. So was it a bit of basmati, or do we know what rice it was?
A little bit of jasmine, I think.
It was
but,
jasmine.
Wow.
Yeah, the saffron.
Not so
Saffron.
fragrant.
Yeah, wow. So you had the curry obviously ordered up with the rice is what got him.
Might have had one of those. Was it the fancy one where it has the sultanas in it? That might have been what done him in.
Kashmiri.
Yeah, the bit of cash.
No,
was it Kashmiri,
he
Gabby?
greens.
Just the plain stuff.
You know your curries. We get it.
Yeah,
And our
Feels like
rice.
Sorry, Gabby.
if you're going to bring up, especially on a Friday night when we're getting itchy to order one,
Yeah.
Gabby, you got to know your way around.
But
a
interesting,
curry.
it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. So don't trust everything they teach you in first aid classes.
Okay, absolutely do trust them. We do not want to put that message
I'm
out.
glad you mentioned pashwiri because that's like I get the pashwiri naan and I also get the rice. I think it's way better because
Yeah.
you get the sultanas and you get the cashew.
And look, even though I do love a curry and I know a bit about curry, yeah, when no one's looking, I'm getting a garlic cheesy naan and plain white rice with butter chicken.
Yep.
It's fine.
That's fine.
You basic bee.
I'll have the white man dish, please. And we want to see how well people know this album. I mean, Maddie in Melbourne, you're a big Swiftie. Did you get to any of the shows?
Oh, last minute I did.
how
My
good.
dad managed to get my sister and I partial view tickets,
Mhm.
so I was stoked. Best show ever.
Was it good, or did you have like a big cement pillar in front of your face?
Oh no, it was phenomenal. At MCG, so biggest show ever, and Taylor lost her mind. Like she just stood there taking the audience for so long. It was amazing.
And Maddie, how did you take the news this afternoon when obviously everyone was waiting for the first album and then the second album dropped?
Yeah, I didn't realize until I looked on Instagram and I saw that she'd posted the second album, and it was 2 hours later,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, I've missed out.
Did you vomit? Was that how excited you were?
Well, I was about to join. I was about to go into an appointment, and I was like, "Oh God!" So I started to just download it on my Spotify for when I was finished that appointment. But
Yep.
then I've literally now joined you guys.
Yep.
But
right.
I've listened to it twice, the first album, but tonight that's all I'm going to be doing.
And is there any like standouts, any stinkers? Like, what are you thinking so far?
I love Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one with Post Malone is gorgeous. The one with Florence and the
Fortnite?
Machine is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, look, why don't
I can't
we-
wait for the video for that either.
Why don't we do Fortnite? So what we're going to do is a little game this evening to see how much you've retained from the album already. We want to see
how much it's etched its way into your heart.
Yeah, so
far.
your song is going to be Fortnite. We're going to play a bit of the song, and you're going to see if you can already finish the lyrics, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of a test, Matt. It'll be a bit of a test. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Let's just see how you go. This is Fortnite.
I love you. It's ruining my life.
Any idea?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, look, it's this.
I touched you for only a fortnight.
And Maddie, I feel so sorry because the Swifties are going to come for you now. You probably get kicked out of all the pages, and you sound like a nice person, so it's rough. But I mean, you've only listened to it twice.
We are going to pop you in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K. Good luck. Karina in Melbourne, you're also a Swiftie?
We are. I'm here with my best friend Dana. We are big Swifties.
All right, amazing. 2 for 1. You can both join in if you know the words. Have you listened to the new album?
We have. We've gone through the entire thing. We went to JB Hi-Fi. We bought the album. We're absolutely obsessed.
Whoa. I love that.
Dana bought, I think, 4 copies.
Oh, stop
Karina.
gatekeeping, Dana. Goddamn.
All right, for you, we're going to do So Long London. Do you know the track?
All right.
Yeah.
I think with this just from our memory as well, this is about Maddie Healy, so we're ready.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
no, sorry, Joel. We're going through this. We've got an analysis in our
All
mind.
right.
We're ready.
All right, here we go. So Long London. Let's see if you can finish these lyrics.
For so long, London, stitches undone.
2 graves, 1 gun.
Oh, that's good. That's impressive. Wow. Yes.
We got it pretty quickly. We're very happy.
God. All right. Well, look, we'll have to give you some friendship bracelets. You are also in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K. That's really good. I
Well
mean, it's
done.
not even been out for 10 hours yet.
I'm feeling pretty good after that. Why don't we do one more? Why don't we try Zoe? You're 11 years old. Good evening, Zoe.
Hi.
Are you a big Swiftie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you off Joe Alwyn for breaking Tay-Tay's heart?
Pardon?
Don't worry about it.
Zoe, so the way it's going to work is I'm going to play you a song off the new album, and you're going to try and finish the lyrics, okay?
Oh, I don't think I'll be good at that.
Oh, that's all right, Zoe.
I mean, if someone's around, they can try and Google it and help you, because the song's going to be But Daddy, I Love Him. Do you know that one? But Daddy, I Love Him?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, well, look, I'm going to play it for you. Give it your best shot, okay?
All right.
All right, let's see how you go.
With my dress unbuttoned.
Wait, hold on. Play that again, please.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, here you go.
With my dress unbuttoned.
Screaming, but Daddy, I love him.
Screaming, but Daddy, I love him.
Yeah! We've got a Swiftie. We've got a proper Swiftie on the line.
Well done, Zoe. You're in the draw. You know what? We'll also give you a double pass to Hoyt's movies so you can go see a movie as well.
And how does a Taylor Swift album on vinyl sound?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a record player, Zoe?
No.
All right.
You can frame it,
The
Zoe.
show has a very small budget, so you will have to buy one of those yourself. We can't throw one in, but, who knows? The album will look good.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.